Hi, my name is Janae Tyars with Tyars Essentials, and I'm gonna try to do something new. Have you guys ever seen those like mirror glazed or marble glazed cakes and donuts? Well, I'm gonna try to do the same thing with bath bombs. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my mask on because I have some SLSA measured out here, some baking soda, and sometimes they make me cough a little bit, so I'm gonna wear that. This recipe is actually from Zahada Maps, handmade in Florida. Her solid bubble bar recipe comes with an icing recipe. So this is actually her recipe here. And I already have the cocoa butter melted here, melted in the microwave for about 3 minutes till it was all melted. Next, I'm gonna add in my Poly 80. Okay, so now my Poly 80 has been added to the melted oils. We're gonna add in the baking soda. I'm just gonna put that in here, pouring it straight in. I'm gonna add in the SLSA. And that's gonna give us some nice bubbles and lather. So we're gonna give this a little stir here while it's nice and warm. And this is gonna create the base for our drizzle. Now the cocoa butter that I use is a natural cocoa butter, so it has a little bit of the chocolate scent to it. So if you don't want that, just go ahead and use the odorized cocoa butter. And this is really hot, but I want you to see this up close. We're just gonna mix this until everything's well incorporated. Okay, so I found this cute little bowl at the Dollar Tree. It's actually like a cat food bowl, but I like the depth of it, so I don't waste too much of the drizzle. And then I found these little cover-up bags from the Dollar Tree too that I put in here so that it'll be easy to let the cocoa butter chill after I've used it, and then I can break it up and use it again so I don't waste anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna break this out into some other colors. So I'm just going to take some of this and we're going to do a little bit in this. Okay, perfect. This will be for the main color, and then these little ones I'm going to mix in for the accent color. Okay, so these are the colorants I'm going to use. I have this pink mica, rose red is what it's called, from Siso. Got that from Amazon. And then we're gonna use Pow Pow Purple from Mad Micas. Also gonna use this black mica here. This one's also from Amazon. We're gonna use a little blue #1 from Nurture Soap, as well as a little red 28 dye from Nurture Soap. This is the dilution in water. I like this red dye, number 28, because it gives it that hot pink color. It just gives it a little bit more vibrance. I don't want to add too much water content because I want my frosting to set back up again. And then we're going to put in the mica. All right, so let's see what we get when we mix this up. I'm just going to try to mix that in. Cool. It's kind of earthy. And I want it to be a little hotter, so let me add a couple more drops of hot pink to that. Hopefully that won't be too much to where the cocoa butter doesn't sit up. All right, and then I know this looks thick for drizzle, but I'm gonna pop it back in the microwave after we get the color right. All right, and then we're gonna do a purple. We're gonna do two drops of the hot pink because I just wanna give, I want it to be a vibrant purple, but I want it to be like a true purple too. So this is the Pow Pow Purple with a couple of drops of hot pink. So let's see what that looks like when we mix that up. Okay, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Beautiful. I'm gonna do the blue dye already diluted. Okay. that pretty dark. And then I am going to add a bit of that purple to that too. That same pow purple. But I wanted to have a blue, hint of blue to it. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. That's pretty. Yep. I like that. Let's give it a drop more of the blue. One more drop of that blue. All right. And we're mixing that together. Beautiful. So let's see how this black does in here. So it's a black mica. I wanted to have a little bit of shimmer to it. Yeah, I think that's beautiful. That was just enough. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour the black in first. Okay, got the black. And then, so let's put in a little bit of the purple. All right. And I'm just testing out this theory, so I didn't make a whole lot of this because, you know, if I don't like it, then, you know, we didn't waste too much, but I get a feeling we're gonna like this. Okay, so now we got our colors in, and I'm just gonna give this like a little swirl. The pre-made donuts here, and I'm gonna dip them in and take her out. All right. So I want to do a little bit more of the color because we lost that. We lost the color because it's not all the way down. So I'm learning the concept of this. So we want that all the way down to the bottom. I'm glad I didn't use all of the color at the same time. Okay. Okay, that one's pretty cool. Came out cooler. Okay. But you can see where we're trying to go with this. And it's still really hot, so you gotta be careful with it. Even it's gonna give us what we want there. But let's see what we get. The colors on this one. So I'm just gonna put that in there. All right, and so now we're just gonna take some gold mica and just kind of drop that on ever so lightly. Yeah. So this is pretty fun. I mean, I think I'm gonna play with some lighter colors so you can see more of the variety in the colors, but I like the technique. We're gonna do a little bit of this galaxy glitter here. Perfect. That's giving us that galaxy look. You see that? So I'm just sprinkling it around. Looking like some stars. Just gonna dry brush some of these little big parts so you get a nice little shooting star effects. That is our galaxy marbled swirl. Pretty crazy, pretty fun. So I'll probably try this again, definitely with like some other colors so we can get some variations, you know, see what some lighter colors look like, what some, you know, brighter colors might look like, pastels, all of that. This is really, really fun. Well, if you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe, please like, hit that bell for notifications so you can see all of our upcoming videos. You can also shop online at www.tyarsessentials.com to pick up your favorite Bath & Body treats. Super, super fun. Thanks for watching.